to Spilling the Paint Water. My name is Chloe Rose, but I go by Chloe Rose Art on YouTube, and I'm a full-time artist. So if you do enjoy this podcast, please feel free to check out my YouTube channel, Chloe Rose Art, or check out my Instagram at Art of Chloe Rose for more artsy content. Today I am joined with one of my good friends, Gary C. Now, Gary is an absolute sweetheart who has been on YouTube since 2006. He has worked with many incredible brands, including Shop Disney UK, Disney UK, Disney Theatrical Group, Walt Disney Studios, Childlike, Paramount Pictures UK, Hallmark, Barclays Bank for Pride, and many more in his time. He's an incredible singer who just released his album Acoustic Christmas on all streaming platforms, which charted in the UK iTunes Christmas charts. He also has an incredible eye for art and has sold thousands of prints in his time, some releases selling 500 prints in only a few hours. He's been to many movie premieres and events and is very, very well connected in the online and entertainment world. He's also a massive fan of Disney and is often part of our mutual friend Adam Hatton's Disney vlogs on YouTube. You can find Gary on Instagram and Twitter as GaryC or YouTube as Gary C. So I really hope that you enjoy this episode.
Okay. Should I have a Christmas hat or no Christmas hat?
Please do. Please do. I love it.
I just thought, let's be festive. No. I'm surrounded by wrapping paper and bags. So actually, what's that bin bag there? Let's get that out of the way.
Okay, so today I'm joined with my wonderful friend Gary C. Gary, how are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. I am. You caught me just like touching things. I was like, if I move something, if I touch something, is the audio weird? Hello. Aha, Gary C. I'm all right.
Gary is one of my very good friends. Gary, how long have we known each other now? It's gonna be like 4 or 5 years or something, right?
A very, very long time.
Yeah.
And and which is usually the answer somebody gets when like a husband says to a wife, "Oh, how long have we been married now?" And they go, "Oh, a long time." Do I know? I don't. But most friendships are a relationship of some sort. So hey, that's me backing out of our friendship anniversary.
Absolutely. I just remember watching you and loving it because
that's a statement in its own right. I just remember watching you
through the window, staring at you, creeping.
It'd be a very, very boring show with next to no adverts. Though I'd like to do a product placement for this. Just like hold things up to the window. Hello.
I always loved your videos. For anyone that doesn't know, by the way, I actually met Gary through YouTube because I used to watch his videos and then we just became friends that way. But Gary reminds me of like old school YouTube that I miss so much. Just the laid back, sitting in the bedroom, talking about random things and just being like so relaxed. Your watch time must be so good. Seriously.
Well, I don't upload that often, do I? It's just a hobby for me. It's something I've enjoyed doing since 2006. And I just like videos where I can just talk to camera and say, I must remember that I have to look there, not there.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at you. Sorry.
So I look like weirdly cross-eyed throughout the whole video. Because for those of you watching on YouTube, Spill the Paint Water, check it out. Well, you are. You're here.
They're already here to subscribe.
Could you imagine like promoting something and it's like, yeah, I've got it in my hand. It's here. But yeah, I did that when I was doing my own like little mini-series on my channel. And I kept forgetting to look at the camera. So everyone's like, what are you looking at? I'm looking at them. But it is what it is. So let's pro it up in my brother's old bedroom, surrounded by Christmas wrapping paper. Festive. The junk room.
Every British household has a junk room. Every house.
Every British household at least has a junk drawer. And I just have an entire area of said things, including myself. I'm in here, so I'm part of the junk.
Oh, no.
I can do what I like when I like, because I am irrelevant these days. Hooray.
No, you're not. Gary, you are one of the coolest people that I know. You have done so many amazing, cool things. And I want to talk to you, obviously, a lot about the business side of YouTube. Obviously, you do art stuff.
I think you're going to go, like 40. You're 40 now. You're still alive. It's a miracle. How are you still alive?
So like, our friend... Back in my day.
Yeah, well, this is the funny thing. Our friend Adam would say, it's a miracle he's still alive. I am very accident prone, like the time at university that I washed the plug on the cheese toasty maker because I thought it was dirty and someone said, you don't wash electrical things. And I was like, don't you?
Oh, no,
It is
Gary.
a miracle I'm alive.
Oh, no.
So you were saying about doing like loads of like nice things and everything.
Definitely. You have worked with a lot of different brands. Just tell me first of all, like the brands that you've worked with or that know you, send you stuff. Just kind of introduce that side of things.
I've worked with Disney. I've worked with. Oh, it's really weird thinking back. I remember doing a brand partnership for Pride with Barclays. That I did that for a few years. That was fun. Very strange, the whole corporate world and Pride. There's a lot of issues there.
Yeah.
As I was informed when I did it with them, which I was totally unaware of. But it's a learning curve, and sometimes you work with people, like I do with Funko Europe, not on a monetary basis, which is mostly the case with almost everything I've ever done. It's usually brands that are like gifting things, opportunities and stuff, and it's things that I would never do, or something that you couldn't put a price on, like when I sang with Alan Menken for the launch of Beauty and the Beast, the live action film. So it's Clang, there goes the name.
Yeah.
But there's people probably watching this to go, Alan who? Trust me, Google him and you'll be as shook as I was on the day. But it is exciting and it's great, but obviously it feels like you're getting all this stuff for nothing, but there is work behind it. Obviously I've been on YouTube since 2006. You've been on YouTube yourself for a long time, and those people coming in now that are like you've just sold out of your new print like in a day or in a few hours, and it's like, how can she sell out of her print? Like she's not a huge like famous artist. Well, it's about building the name, building your presence on social media. It's all a time thing. It's very time sensitive, and some people have success very, very fast. Some people just plod along. I am one of those people that has been very fortunate to have an audience that have sort of stuck with me for many years. And the people that are sort of coming and some people come, some people go. Like, that's just the nature of it. And you just have to enjoy every moment.
Definitely, yeah. You've done a great job of like building a brand and just being somebody that's got so much personality that people relate to so much. Like you, I don't know how many prints it is. Is it like 500 odd prints or something? You just sell out so quickly of your artwork.
I don't know how many prints I've actually sold in the last couple of years. I think...
But like a batch of stuff of the same print. How many do you normally have?
Of the same? It's usually 500.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I try to make them affordable because I am very conscious of the fact that people internationally are buying them. So then you've got to add on the postage and everything, as you know. And also the fact that I want art to be quite accessible. I know that's a bit of a controversial thing because there's artists everywhere that are like, no, sell them for 40 quid each. You're signed and hand numbering them. But they are signed and hand numbered and sold for like £8 when I'm selling them and stuff, because, or £10 including VAT. Like, that's the thing. I'm not very businessy, and that's why I partner with my friend, our friend Adam, because Adam has a company, the Hatton Company, and he can sort it all out, do tax things and business things, and I suffer from anxiety and depression, and I document that on my channel, which is maybe why some people find me so approachable and stuff, because I have had a lot of struggle, and I continue to struggle with it. Maybe not anymore though. Just got a weighted blanket, changing my life.
There you go. Get the weighted blanket.
Have you got one?
I don't. I was tempted to get one, but I always like, I don't know, because I would feel kind of trapped. I'm not claustrophobic, but I was like, I feel like my feet would be
Some days
trapped,
it's too much. Some days it's too much. And it feels like you are being crushed from the outside in.
Sat on by an elephant, yeah.
That's it. It literally is like someone sitting on you. But at the same time, when you need that assurance or you need comfort, who needs a boyfriend?
Exactly. There you go. You need a hug. None of us can get boyfriend hugs right now.
That's it. You can't get any hugs now.
No.
Get yourself a weighted blanket. Well, anyway, yeah. So I'm trying that out at the moment because I got it for my birthday. As a gift. But yeah, I think the depression and anxiety is part of the reason, because I would struggle with the admin side of selling the prints and stuff.
Yeah.
And that money goes into things like Disney World. Like, most people know me for being a Disney vlogger or part of a Disney duo with Adam, and that money goes towards that. It goes towards my Disney pin obsession. So
Gary has a really big pin obsession. Gary, how many pins do you have now?
I don't actually know. I couldn't even tell you.
That's when you know it's out of hand.
That's when it's out of hand.
Yeah.
Do you know how many mini ears you have?
Nope.
There you go, and they're literally behind you. But
probably about 20. Probably about 20. No, I have more. Yeah, it's probably about 20. I don't have as many as some people, but I have quite a lot.
I have quite a few Mickey ears, but in my defence, they're a wonderful accessory in the parks.
They are indeed.
They have our friend Dom as well. I don't think I've ever seen Dom in a pair of Mickey ears.
No, I've not seen Dom in one either, no.
Maybe he's like Adam. Maybe he doesn't do the ears. He's just the shirts and everything else. Hey, top it off. Come on now. Yeah. I mean, I've turned up on here in Christmas, so if you're going to be festive or you're going to go for the Disney look, go all out. Why not?
Absolutely.
Turn up in a Baby Yoda outfit. Who cares?
So true.
If you're going to do Disney, you might as well turn up being a Baby Yoda with a frog stuffed down your throat.
There you go.
Why
exactly. Next Halloween costume.
I mean, I'm just over 6 foot, so a 6 foot Baby Yoda or the child or Grogu, whatever he's called now. I'm not really sure Disney would approve of that. I'm all about like positivity and just living your best life, because there's enough going on at the moment without having to throw other people under the bus and be leery about what people like and into and stuff. So, and that's the thing with the internet. It's changed.
It has.
YouTube has changed. When I first went on YouTube, there was no monies involved. Like, getting back to the branding thing, there was no monies. There was no management. There was no, what they called, YouTube networks.
No.
It's a different world, and it does change people. Money changes people. Many of the people I started off with back in the days become huge stars. And some changed. Some, I don't necessarily think it's ego. I think it's a fear of losing what you've gained, or a fear of losing what you have, because, you know, these 20-somethings get a mortgage and they're like, let's hope this doesn't dry up, because things be bleak. And I think they're close friends, because there was a big group of us that used to hang out and talk and message and everything, and then it got smaller and smaller and smaller. And as the community dissolved, everyone said it's because of money, it's because they've changed. I think it was a fear of, like, because you know what it's like with cancel culture and everything.
Oh, absolutely.
What friends are like with, like, banter and stuff like that. God, I hate that word. I can't believe I even said the word banter. Oh my God, I feel sick. What can I beat myself with?
I know. I hate that word too.
Oh my God. That just won't do it. Just half a sheet of wrapping paper.
No, you need the ones behind you. There's a bunch of wrapping papers. Just get the whole...
Well, this is the one thing about 40 that they don't tell you. I mean, that's a bit more substantial.
Yeah, there you go.
Great. And for all of you out there listening in an ASMR presence, this is for you. This is my gift. No. My Christmas gift.
Oh, I hate ASMR
so
much.
We've got the ASMR people. We've got Baby Yoda lovers dressed up as Baby Yoda. We've got everyone here today, and we love you all.
Oh, you're the best. Actually, sorry, carry on.
I was going to say, what's your chat? What else you got?
That's it. You covered everything. Thanks everyone for listening. Bye.
Thanks, girls. It's a short one this week.
So yeah, basically you kind of covered that. I wanted to say, because obviously you've been around since the start. You were around the era of, like, the types of the big British YouTubers now that are very, like, unapproachable. How you've obviously witnessed so many people grow and change, and you said you think it's more of a fear of losing things, which in a way I can understand.
And I think it's a privacy thing. It's a safety thing. Just as we would have our close people that we would say, oh, this is this, and cool, I earned this on this brand deal and things like that. Obviously, when you talk about things like Gleam, Gleam, the YouTube network, brand partner, managers, part of their thing was to separate their people. It wasn't the choice of the people. It was the YouTubers. It was their choice to make their people sort of elevated. And so by that, they became harder to get hold of. Like, if you want my so-and-so YouTuber or whatever at an event, you have to pay some coins for it. The level of chaos that surrounded those YouTubers meant that there'd have to be loads of security, loads of things put in place. And when you got, like, 200 creators attending an event and you're putting all this on one person, it's a lot of pressure for the one person. Let's not forget that. They've already, everything they do online is being picked over and sorted through. To have that when they do go out in public or to a public event is a lot. So it doesn't surprise me that they distance themselves and they stop going to things and you know, and then you get this vacuum in the void, and it's like, well, why are they not going to things anymore? Is it because they think they're better than us? Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
No, it's just because
it's a lot.
I think some of them became a victim almost. Victim is a strong word, but a victim of their success.
Yeah.
Because so many of them, you would see them at like events, like a Disney event, and they're so like huggy and warm and everything, and it's like, and you sort of think, oh, I miss all this.
Now, I just recently cut meat from my diet, and because of that, my diet has obviously changed drastically. I'm now a vegetarian, and to stay as healthy as I can, I need to find multivitamins or multivitamins to fill in any gaps in my nutrition. There are zero fillers, colorants, or shady additives that you find in a lot of other multivitamins. Not only are these scientists and nutritionists recommended, but they fill in 9 nutrient gaps in your diet. Because of my lack of meat intake, I know how important it is for me to be getting extra vitamins, and I love that Ritual is completely transparent with what is in their vitamins. Another thing that's very beneficial is the fact they are delayed release designed to dissolve later in sensitive parts of your stomach, so less chance of acid reflux, which is amazing since my body finds any and all excuse to have it. They're available for women, men, teens, as well as their best-selling prenatal vitamins. They're delivered straight to your door every single month with always free shipping, so if you would like to try Ritual for yourself, they are offering my listeners a 10% off during your first 3 months. So visit ritual.com/paintwater to try them for yourself.
Yeah, and how I met you was through your art, your incredible art.
Go.
It was when you were doing digital work and you did Dean from Supernatural, because we
Yeah.
both watched Supernatural. I am a couple of seasons behind. I'm not up to
Same.
date before anyone messages me and tells me the end of the series, because I don't know. But I will eventually get there. I will finish it.
Same.
I'm just holding on to it for as long as I can because I loved it. But it was Supernatural that brought us together. Your picture of Dean was all over the internet, and I saw it on some fan thing. I was like, wow, this is great.
Aww.
And it was tagged, and then I went and I saw, I think there was like a speed painting video or something. Something was out there, and then I found you and I left a comment, and then I think you must have clicked on my channel from the comment, like as we nosy YouTubers do, and it all went from there.
Definitely. It's crazy how that all started. It's amazing.
It's even more crazy that a couple of years later you had incredible success, and you know, you're painting more now. Before, when I first knew you, you were. It is crazy. Not the success. You deserve the success.
Oh, bless you.
Let's not take it there. The painting. For many years I thought you just did digital work. I did not know that you painted. And now you're doing these customizing toilet seats, customizing this, customizing that.
I am.
Yeah, one of my favourite pieces was the wall in your room, which you've now painted over. The scandal.
I'm doing another one in here. I'm going to do Starry Night on my wall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're doing a lot of Starry Night stuff.
I know.
Do you?
I am.
This is my podcast now, by the way.
Yeah.
Do you like Van Gogh's work in general, or just that?
That is my favourite piece of all time.
Yeah.
I've done it on a car door. I've done it in a bear.
I was going to say, you beat me to it. You did the challenge with your friend that's the YouTuber in America, and you did it on the thing.
I did it on the car.
Was that with Posca's?
Posca markers, yeah.
I have a very mixed relationship with Posca.
Yeah, the car itself was actually wrapped, so it was like a mat.
Oh, so it went down.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I did some crafts with them recently, and
oh,
it just chewed the cardboard mache stuff up. I know it's supposed to. I think it's your friend Bailey, who you had on the podcast.
Yeah.
She's done it quite a bit with Copic, and I think she's done stuff with that before. But another of your friends, actually, I was watching one of their videos the other day, and she was doing the, was it the blackest black, and you did the pinkest pink?
Yeah, she did the blackest black, Ray.
Yeah. For those of you that might not know, Chloe did a video of the pinkest pink and was like covering stuff. No, you did chrome. Yeah, chrome. Yeah. That's because I saw in the comments someone said, get the pinkest pink. And I was like, get the pinkest pink. I want to see that on everything.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, you did the chrome and she did the black. And because you linked her in the description, and that's how I found her. Because you said in the video, oh, my friend's done the blackest black, this special paint. and it goes down good on some stuff, doesn't it? Really good. Like it absorbs like 98, 99% of the light. So
it's
like
crazy.
Darkness.
Yeah.
You've done so many quirky videos. I love it. I love the quirky videos. Like when you used to dress up as Bob Ross. I used to love things like that.
Bless you. You're so supportive. You're like one of the most supportive friends I have. You always you're very consistent like that, and I always appreciate it. But yeah, it's YouTube, like you say, it's changed a lot. So I feel I have to make the more quirky videos because everything else has like been done. So it's like, crap, what can I make that's never been done before? Sometimes it's a matter of making videos that were made years ago, but then like, oh, it's kind of new again.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of pressure on you because obviously you've done those fun sort of like quirky titles, not necessarily clickbait, because you deliver.
Clickbait.
That's the thing, your videos deliver. If it says you're doing something in a video, you're doing it. But having these quirky sort of videos and thumbnails and stuff, because that's what a younger audience, a new audience want. And in order to grow, you need to keep it like... Look at Jazza. Let's just think about Jazza for a second. Damn. I don't know how many videos I've watched. I don't know how many videos. Even my headphones are like melting at the thought of him. Yeah, blonde, Aussie. Oh, what more do you want? The gift that keeps giving, Jazza. I know you're friends with him. If he's watching this, I know you've got a wife and kids, but I'm not a home wrecker. But I am willing to get on a flight to meet someone. Well, not now, but if I could.
You should come to VidCon next time we're all there.
Oh, I was so jealous when you met him in person. I was just like... But yeah, he's great. But even his videos got really elaborate, like bigger and bigger stuff. Yeah. And I don't know if that's because as a bigger creator, like obviously he's got a lot more following now than when I first like subscribed to him and stuff. But then there's the merch, like the Jazza boxes and things like that. Like it just seems to sort of grow and grow. And I can't imagine what the pressure is like when that number starts going up.
No, I can't imagine either. And I mean, he has help with the editing and stuff, but it's so much that he does. He just like, even without help, like the planning the boxes is all him. He's got to plan and receive and do all that stuff and then plan.
Well, you have to, because it's your name on it.
Exactly. Yeah. And he does so much. I honestly don't know how he kind of just carries on with it. It's a lot.
Well, it's like our friend Adam. He's involved in everything right down to the finest detail.
Oh my gosh.
This is one of his jumpers. Do you
Adam
have this?
Hatton. I do. I should have worn it. I don't know where it is.
It's really, really soft. And and the quality of stuff makes such a difference, especially with prints and things like that. Because if something comes and it's torn to shreds, you're not going to buy another one.
No, exactly.
And you just want it. But yeah, it's all about quality, and it's about just... If you're going to sell stuff and you're going to expect people to spend their hard-earned money, especially at this time, like in the economic sort of state of the world, it's got to be good. Yeah. And that was another reason why I like instantly fell in love with your print. It was something different.
Oh, thank you.
The fact that your print like shimmers when it in the light and everything, and I've never seen that. And obviously, I don't know if I've ever talked to you about this. I am actually a big Van Gogh fan. My favourite picture of all time is one of his. It's Sunflowers 1888, which is... The reason why I say the year after it is because he did a series of sunflowers. There's not just the one. And the one I love is in the National Gallery in the UK, in London.
Really?
And I've been known to go in there just to look at it.
Aww.
Just because I love the colours and I just love, like... I know that it's been branded, like, some people say it's been overdone now. Just like Starry Night, it's on everything. You can get anything with it on now. And it's everywhere. But that doesn't still diminish the original painting for me. And when you see people, like, you sit back on the little benches and you watch other people, like tourists, like, staring at it, it's like... It is very impressive, the colours, the texture of it. And I'm very envious of people that can oil paint.
Oh, same. It's so difficult.
For me, I'm someone... Part of my mental health issues and stuff, I don't really like mess. And I feel like oil paints, they go everywhere. They will find a way. They will find a way to
and then
ruin
they'll
your day.
still be always wet everywhere you go.
Yeah,
they'll just be wet on everything.
Everywhere you go.
Yeah.
I remember seeing somebody painting a beautiful piece on a live stream on something, maybe Twitch. And she was like, oh, it's available to buy and all this. I was like, I was thinking, how? It takes ages to dry. They take months. Like,
exactly.
And what people, I didn't know this. People, like, when they sell, like, pieces like that, like, you get it in a few months when it's dry. So there's me thinking, oh, it's just been sent through the mail, like it. And if it rubs off, it rubs off.
Just get it. It's just a pile of smush.
It's just a smudge. It's just a beautiful smudge. And then there's like an amendment to the listing that says it's an abstract piece.
I love
it's
that.
an abstract. But yeah, I don't follow many artists. I talk like I have seen loads of stuff. I love Instagram. Just going on the art slide across thing on Explore and just seeing all the different stuff. There's so many different people out there, and whether they're selling their art or they're doing it for fun, I don't think there's ever been more talent, or we've ever had more access to talent. Because obviously there was deviant art back in the day and Tumblr and stuff like that. And, you know, as Tumblr slowed down, Instagram it was just everywhere. And with Insta Story, obviously people can put up like time lapses and things like that. And I would do more art videos. It's just, one of the reasons is a technical thing. I bought one of these arm things, you know, the things that you put your phone in or whatever and it films it from above and all that.
Yeah.
Well, I got a new phone last year, an iPhone XR, and the quality was great. I was like, these new videos are going to be snatched. Anyway, it was too heavy for the thing. I put it in and it just went, and it went, and I was just like, right, okay. So I gave that away to a friend, and I need to get a new one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do like art videos where people just talk. Where you've kind of combined that with what I do, the talk to. It's like a presenter style, but not. It's still chatty. And I feel like that's what people want now. People want personality. Like, there's obviously, we were talking before a while ago about being anonymous, an artist that's anonymous. And you can do it. You can. And there's people that have done it very successfully. But I feel like Bailey and Jazza are key examples of people, and yourself, that they buy into what you do as well as liking what you do.
Exactly.
Because it's you. Like, and when you do like a brand deal with like Michaels or any of the other people that you've worked with, like Box Lunch, it's people are supporting that because they're supporting you.
Exactly.
Sometimes not even the charity or whatever, they're supporting you.
Exactly. People are more likely to buy something from somebody they know and trust, even if it costs a little bit more, versus something that no one knows anything about, just for, you know, a little bit cheaper. Most of the time people, you know, I think that's why your prints sell so quickly. I think you sold like 500 prints once in like the span of a few hours.
It made me really numb, to be honest, because I panicked, because I was like, what's the expectation that these are going to change their lives? Like,
your pins are beautiful. I've got one on my wall, as you know. Your little
yes,
carousel
you do.
Show it on this one here. It's by
you like the carousel horse, because my style is so nice. My style is like the line drawings and like figurative stuff. But I can draw and paint, but I am not a Chloe Rose art. I am not a Jazza.
It's a different type of art, though.
It's a different type of art.
It's so perfect for like merchandise, like a t-shirt. See, I love your
That's
style.
the thing.
I wish that I could have a style more suited to t-shirts, because the stuff that I make, you can't really just like stick a rectangle on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Like, done.
See, this is the thing. People have said this. Like, my style is very good for like design
Brandable.
work, like for the home.
Yeah.
And I kind of do. I kind of have that, even if it's not going to be a print. I am very mindful of something that is symbolic or can just be left somewhere, and it's like it's a piece.
Exactly.
And I see like these elaborate things that other YouTubers and people do, and like these win a card, and it's like that thing, and like this elaborate piece all over it and everything, and I'm like, wow, I would love to do that. And in some cases I see things and I'm like, I could do that,
Mm-hmm.
but it's the P word. It's the patience.
Mm-hmm.
And when you talk to me about the hours of work that goes into one of your pieces, like the wall, it's part of the reason why a lot of my favourite TV shows, coming back to Supernatural, that I'm behind in. One of my things with my anxiety and depression is that I don't have as much interest in things, or I don't have that commitment to things, and I can become very detached from it and very self-critical and judgy of my own work, or overthink things. So some bigger pieces, they've never made it to the end, and I've discarded them, thrown them, paint over them. Which I know is a common thread with a lot of people's work, especially if you have things for commercial sale, because you're like, will people buy this? This isn't good enough. Discard. And actually, I need to remember, and people out there that are artists that need to remember, if it's good enough for you, it's good enough for everyone else.
That is good advice.
Because if you're the person putting the digital pen to screen, or paint, or charcoal, whatever is your medium, to paper, to screen, and if it's good enough for you, then that's it. That's because the buck stops with you. It is your piece. And yes, people can be complimentary. Yes, people can be critical. But if you say, no, I'm happy with that. Like, I had a lot of nerves about my Christmas EP. Available now, Spotify, everywhere.
We're going to talk about that, definitely.
You can buy it on iTunes. You can buy it on Amazon. You can stream it on Amazon, iTunes, and everywhere. Anyway,
Acoustic
my Christmas
for Gary C.
Acoustic Christmas. I'm dreaming. Available now. I was very nervous when it went out, because I thought, if people reject this, they reject me.
Right.
No.
No.
Stop this. Like, I basically took it as, once this goes out, if people don't like my voice, or they don't like the arrangement or the production or something, it's a reflection on me. No, it's part of me.
Yeah.
Because it's something I've created, but it isn't me. Just like art. Like, some people can create art and they say, like, I've put all of myself into this. Great. Like, this represents me. This is my, like, the be all and end all. This is the ultimate Gary C, Chloe Rose, Jazza piece, whatever.
Absolutely.
But it's a part of you. It's still a part of you. And there has to be some disconnect. Otherwise, when someone ridicules it or pulls you apart, it will destroy you. And I've been there. I've been there when I've put something up and somebody said, oh, this looks like it took 5 minutes. This is naff, or whatever they said.
No.
And I was like, well, it didn't take 5 minutes.
No, I know. Trust me, I can tell that did not take 5 minutes. Making art that looks simple but also looks so good, it's not easy at all.
I'm really fussy as well.
It looks like it's simple. Yeah, that's one thing I struggle with, is it's like art that looks more simple, because I cannot physically make something simple without looking like it's crap. You know, that's where there's such an art with graphic designers and people that make art that looks simple, because it's not simple, but it looks so clean, and it's just.
Well, there's an artist I found that has this this flowy sort of very simple, and he does like a bird or something. And at first sight, you would go, I can't believe that's 40 quid for that print. But at the same time,
you try it, it's like
it's
I see why.
I just gave up. I actually gave up trying to do my own version of it because it didn't flow right. There was no balance. There was no. The proportions were off, and there really is an art to it. There really is. So, I would say, like, anyone out there who sits and looks at other people's work and judges, constructive criticism is one thing, but unless you're out there churning out the masterpieces yourself, or you're painting the Sistine Chapel in your spare time, sit down, girl. Sit yourself down. Yeah,
no one needs your opinion.
No one needs your opinion. And even if they do, and the comments are open, they're open for, like, constructive criticism and our favourite word, compliments.
Absolutely. Well, you really just very much so inspire me. The amount, like I said, the amount of prints that you sell, like 500 once in the span of a few hours. And that's like nothing for you, or within the span of a day. That's just nothing to sell that many, because people just relate to you so much, and personality is so important. I remember you saying to me when I was with you at Summer in the City how some people that are YouTubers or internet personalities, some people just, you know, do so well because of the relatability factor, because people can kind of warm to them. You have to really inject yourself as best you can into what you're doing. I've
actually had this conversation with a friend on the phone today, because they were talking about their network, and they were just like they're not really doing much for me, and you know, I'm paying them all this money and what have you. I was like, just remember, you're the product, you.
Yep.
And whether you're an artist, a singer, whatever, or both, then
like Gary.
Ta-da! Available for bookings, but not. But you are the product, and there's a sort of like cynical and businessy and cold as that sounds. Like, you need to take pride in the product, because the product is you when it comes to vlogging,
exactly.
At least vlogging. But also, as we said about art, like whether you put 100% of yourself, your personality, your experiences, traumas, or whatever into your art, or whether you just do something because you like doing it, it's you. And if it represents you, have some pride in it. And if anyone sort of says, like, oh, this has been done in 5 minutes, well, whether it was done in 5 minutes or whatever minutes, it's
still
mine.
did it. Yeah,
and the thing
is, exactly, and the thing is as well, there's a artist that does a lot of wedding painting. She goes to paint to weddings paints up the scene that she's looking at, and normally she does them pretty quickly. And people are like, well, how can you be charging hundreds of dollars for this? It didn't take you that long. And she goes, well, because I've spent years practicing my craft, and that's why I'm quick at it, because of the years that I've spent. You're not paying me for the time that I spend on it. You're paying me for the experience. You're paying me for my paint, and you're also paying for my services, because, you know, I do have a lot of people that want my work, and, you know, that's why I'm in more demand. So you're paying for a lot of different things.
Well, you could say the same about a Van Gogh, a Picasso, or anything like that. Like, part of the thing is the brand. Like, you could get someone down the road to do a fake. Like, there's loads of people that can do fakes. But it's that history, it's that knowing what it is that gives it that credibility, that credence. And, you know, someone like you with a big following on YouTube and social media, like, you sold out of all your prints today. Does the average artist on the street with a Etsy store who's just starting out do that? Of course they don't. But that's something you've earned. You've earned that. You've been doing it for years. You know your style. You've did an image of a bear and something that means something to you. So that again resonates with the audience. And you're proud of it. And the fact that you've done a few stories of you showing it on Instagram, you're proud of it. And we as the audience and as your friends and people that care about you, we're proud of you for it, and we want to be part of it. And that's why I bought one. I wanted one.
You're so sweet.
Not just because I love the design and I love it, but it's a show of support. It's the fact that I saw it and I saw how pleased you were with it, and I just fell in love with it straight away. And I do think there is an element of that. If you're passionate about it, if you care about it, then there will be someone somewhere that cares about it.
Absolutely.
And if you don't, you just draw a line on a page and you say, like, I care about this. Well, whether people buy it or not, if you care about it, it's enough.
Definitely. That is very inspiring. I love that. It's just, I think I feel bad because so many artists spend so many years trying to, you know, sell the work. Some artists are able to, some artists aren't. Like probably just over a year ago, I had 100 limited edition prints of something else, and it took me 2 days to sell them. Then there was another time I tried to sell my pins, and it sold very slowly. And I think something that some artists tend to do is when they sell things, I think maybe a clever way that I've noticed some people do it is they're like, oh, we sold out, but they put very few for sale. So people are like, oh, I want that now because it's sold out. I would like that now. It kind of creates.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. Not every print is a sellout. Not every print is a success.
Agreed.
And this is the thing, people. I feel like this needs to go in. This needs to be said.
Yeah.
Do not look at the sales and the success of other artists
No.
and think, I'm not achieving that. I'm a failure. I'm not achieving that. Because I've gone through this the last week and was really upset because I did a print called Comfort and Joy that was 2 bears. Hey, Bear Club.
I meant to buy that. Crap. Oh, damn it.
I can send you one. I've got some.
Okay, well,
left,
let me pay you for it so you can donate.
You don't have to pay me. Or just donate to the charity. Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that.
But I've got some that I kept for me. Anyway, I'll be honest with you. There was 400, 200 sold, or 210. And now it's closed now.
That's still amazing.
That is amazing.
But you also mentally, it's like, oh.
Yeah, you know. Yep. It's not the 500. It's not the 450. Yep. So instantly, and because it was for like good causes, like for charity and stuff, and my friend, it was from my friend Dave's like good cause as well. I thought, oh, I won't have to worry about constantly promoting this and everything because, you know, I've sold all this, like when it was just for me. This is a really interesting point that I discovered. Sold all this for when it was for me and for a charity for Dementia UK. I'm sure, like, based on what's happened with all the other prints, they'll go. Well, it turns out, and someone said this to me, I think part of the reason they didn't go was because it wasn't for you. Because the support is there for you. It's your passion, it's your thing. And because it was done for someone else, as nice as that is, like imagine, let's take Jazz's boxes. If Jazza had done those boxes and we found out that it wasn't going towards him and his wife and his kids and like all the work he put in, it wasn't going to him, would they have been as successful? They would have been successful because he's successful and he's well known. But would that people have been as passionate about sharing their videos of unboxing them? And
that is very true.
And it all goes back to what we've been talking about. By putting yourself out there and making connections, because it is about connections with people.
Oh, absolutely.
In a year when we've not been able to see people, the internet and being an artist has been more important than ever before. Because it's about making connections with people. But,
connections in a time where you can't literally physically make any physical connection with anybody. Yeah.
But the print made like $2 and a bit grand for the charity and everything.
That's amazing.
And, you know, that was great. That felt like, do you know what? Because the part of the reason I did it was because I had my birthday, 40th birthday. I don't know why I do that.
40.
Still alive. Still alive and cracking. I had my birthday and everyone was so lovely online. I heard all these messages and everything. And I was like, I really want to, I've had this abundance of love from the internet when I wasn't expecting my birthday to be anything because of being in lockdown in London, Kent. And I thought it was going to be nothing. And it felt like I'd had some experience, some great day anyway. And my friends all sort of rode round and you sent me a very lovely gift of a Winnie the Pooh. That just totally broke me as I opened it because I had no idea that something was coming from you. And we are an ocean apart, so I thought, she don't care about my 40th.
Oh, of course I do.
But yeah, when it came, I saw it and I was just like, because there's like an inscription on the bottom. It's like a present for me. How quaint, or something, or how great, like as if Pooh said it.
Yeah.
And I was just like, bah. In fact, that was a bear as well. You are obsessed.
I am indeed.
Well, it's a good job they're endangered because you probably have one sitting behind you right now.
That is very true.
Just casually there.
Pet my bear.
What's that? And then you just lose an arm.
I got a dog.
Yeah, I think a dog is safer. The fact that your dog is called Merlin, in the words of the internet kids, chef's kiss. Like, such a good name.
Yeah.
But you watched BBC's Merlin as well, didn't you?
I loved Merlin. I discovered it like the year that it ended, and I was gutted. It's one of my favourite series, like top 3. Like Doctor Who, so Sherlock, good. Merlin, and Supernatural, like all my top shows.
Yeah.
But yeah, my Animal Crossing island is called Camelot. My bear, from the book, is called Arthur, and my dog is called Merlin. So I have a little slight obsession, clearly.
Well, word on the street reaches me via the power of Instagram story that you are trying to get rid of some of your villagers on Animal Crossing and replace them all with bears. This seems like an animal genocide.
Yep, I've got Judy waiting for me on someone else's island.
So you're literally going to trot onto someone else's island, steal their bear and come back. You're just like a bear zoo.
Exactly.
A cacophony, is cacophony the word? A potpourri of bears. If you were to say, what's your favourite bear, go.
Grizzly bear. But I love pandas as well.
I love pandas. I love polar bears, although they have like a weird little face.
They have a weird. Yeah, thank you. I said this. They have a weird
because it's like a shelf.
That. Yeah, it's a shelf.
That's why in the print I changed the bear.
Yeah.
I made him more like square faced and like gave him loads of marks to make him look like he was an elderly bear, because they were elderly bears, dementia, blah blah blah.
So cute.
But so I'm glad someone else thinks that about polar bears. That weird like shelf they have.
I literally said this in a video where I painted a polar bear.
Also,
I can't
simple things like them, nightmare to paint or draw.
They are.
Because
they're
so
weird.
Difficult. They've got big feet, tiny little face.
So hard. Yeah.
And then their body is like quite rounded, so it's got like I feel like I'm interpretive dancing here now. Let me show you the polar bear. The grizzly bear. The panda. That's all they seem to do. They just sit there.
The koala.
The koala.
You sleep for like 16 hours a day.
Oh, speaking of Jazza. Let's take it back. Are the headphones melting? They're not.
No.
Yeah. Love the bears.
Yeah. Thank you. I love them too. They're awesome. I need to get your print. I meant to buy it and I kept putting it off and be like, I'll get it tomorrow. Get it tomorrow. I didn't.
No, it's all right.
But let's talk. We've covered a lot of things actually on my little bullet point list here.
Oh.
Yeah. Would you, because as we talked about, your artwork lends itself so much to like merchandise. If you could have your artwork.
That's a really weird phrase. Your art looks like it should be on the back of something.
The bottom of
on
a
shoe. Bin.
No, but like your artwork, it lends itself to like t-shirts and mugs and all kinds of things. If you
all
could have
sorts.
If you could have it on one thing or with one company in particular, what would it be and where?
Well, everyone's going to expect me to say you would love to do something for Disney, but all right, Disney.
Like in the parks?
I was like, I tell you what I would love to do. I would love to go into the Art of Disney, Disney's art shops, and see a framed print of my work, like one of the line drawings and stuff, in there next to all the other stuff, like next to a Thomas Kincaid or something like that.
Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing.
Just me taking a picture of it on the walls and that, and then I could say, "Oh, you can take it down now." Like I've got the picture. I've got the bragging rights, girls. I've been in the Art of Disney. I don't need to actually be in Art of Disney. You can just put it on the wall and take it down. You can put anything up there in its place.
I love that.
But yeah, I think being in the Art of Disney or designing a pin for Disney, I think that would be next level.
Gosh.
Because there is an artist, Thompson. I want to say his name's Thompson. Is it Scott Thompson? That was an artist for Disney, and I think he worked in animation, and now he works as a merch designer.
Wow.
Most of the sketchbook ornaments that I collect, another thing that I collect, get over it. I can't help myself. It's Funkos, it's pins, it's ornaments, it's everything. Fill the world with things to make you joyful. Merry Christmas. Christmas EP available now. Acoustic Christmas, Spotify, iTunes. Anyway.
But promotion.
Yeah, he has these. He designs the ornaments, and then Disney make them and sell them in Shop Disney and the parks, and they are beautiful. You can tell it's someone that's got an eye for like Disney classics and stuff, because they just are stunning. I wouldn't be surprised if you actually own some of his work and don't even realise it.
Maybe I might.
It depends how much of a merch person you are. If you've got a lot of Disney stuff, there's something of. I think his name's Scott Thompson. I think it's Scott Thompson. There's something of his everywhere.
I recognise the name. I think I follow him on Instagram.
I think like you probably do. Like, he has a very like a sketch style. Yeah.
I feel like I know who you're talking
so
about.
Good.
Yeah. Definitely.
But yeah, when he posts these like images like of the product line that's coming down the line, I'm like, oh, this is going to cost me a lot. This is gonna be a very dear Christmas.
Absolutely.
But it's true. As soon as you see it, it's like when Disney announced the new lines. Like the other day, they launched Disney Talk. They launched the Euro Disney retro stuff because everyone's like into vintage stuff and that. And I didn't grow up going to the Disney parks. I only went from when I was 20. Dream. How old are you? When I went, I was 34 when I first went to Disneyland Paris, and it wasn't Euro Disney then. So it's only the last 6 years that I've actually been going to Disney parks. So a lot of people on Instagram, Disney Instagram, were just like all talking about this retro stuff. I was like, I never went as a child. I don't know this Euro Disney you talk of. Did you go to Euro Disney?
I have never been to France. I really want to go to Disneyland Paris when I come back at some point. I really want to go. I really want to go to Tokyo Disneyland, but it's so far away that I don't think I can like I don't know.
I'd love to go.
Just like,
I would love to go. I'd love to go to Tokyo Disney, but for me, one of the issues is the language. And everyone says who comes back says the language isn't an issue. It's fine because everything's in English. It's very simple. And I'm like, you say that, but you're someone that's really into Japanese culture. Yeah, like because that's the thing. A lot of people. Well, that's the thing. Tom and Jamie Joe said the same, but they're very much into like the Japanese culture and like the anime and everything like that. So they have that sort of understanding. Whereas I'd be going in like nothing. Yeah. Like as if I'd just been dropped in the middle of nowhere and just been like, Disney Worlds? Disney Worlds.
I know, it would be exactly the same. And it just looks so amazing that I really want to go, but it just makes me... I've never literally been to what I'd call a foreign country ever. I've just been to literally... England, Canada, and the USA. That's it. Yeah. Where the cultures are fairly similar in most ways. Like something with such a vastly different culture makes me nervous. But I don't know, after this year and like having everything taken away, I'm like, well, maybe I'll just say, sod it, I'm going to go, you know.
Well, this is the thing. A lot of people are saying the travel industry is going to go through the roof next year. Like Disney World is going to be click, click, clicking. Them tills are going to be ringing out.
Horribly busy. I want to go, but it's going to be horrible.
I know, but you know, I think it's going to depend on when you go. Yeah. Because there's going to be periods like when the kids are at school and stuff where you could just go and then and I'm done for another few months. Yeah. Because like anything around like 4th of July, Christmas, summer holidays, the standard things is going to be whoa.
Yeah, we never go like ever in the summertime anyway because like as a family, my mum can't tolerate really, really high heat that they get in like July. I've been there in June. No thanks.
It's too much. It was like 1,000 hair dryers on you. Like you'd have a shower, get ready, put your sun cream on, go out the door, rank. Like you're all like snatched. The vlog's going. Adam's like morning. Everything is chirp chirp chirp. Like wet. You literally walk out and it's just like, hello girls, and it's just like no, we don't need to see it. No. In a world where the internet says you love to see it, you don't love to see that.
No, absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Oh, well, I don't want to take up too much more of your time, but let's talk a bit about... I want to talk a bit about your work with Barclays, with the Pride. And
Barclays, the Pride thing?
Yes, let's talk about that and also about your acoustic Christmas thing before I let you go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so... Gary, for the last, again, obviously, correct me if I'm wrong, the last few years I've seen you have been invited to be on the float or in the parade with Barclays, which if you're not in the UK is a bank, like Bank of America in the USA. And Pride, is it in London? The one you do?
It is, yeah. We didn't have Pride in London this year.
Right, yeah, of course. But you always like the Barclays float.
So I think it was like 2015, 16, 17, or it was 16, 17, 18. And basically, the bank reached out and they said that they wanted a YouTuber to be with them on their float. They pay a lot of money to sponsor Pride, and they're at the front of the parade, so like you don't have a lot of waiting because a lot of the other companies and that have to wait to get started. You go. There's a couple of celebrities that have done it with me and stuff, and it was great. It was incredible. It was an amazing experience. I'd never walked in the parade before, and as a gay man, it was something special. But I was also very conscious of the fact that it was a brand and I was making content. And, you know, these are, again, early days of #ad and all that. So, you know, I'm being proud. I'm representing Pride. #ad. So it was a very weird sort of situation. Yeah. I did it originally because I'd always wanted to walk in the parade. This isn't about the money. This is about, like... Pride. Yeah. And not just Pride as in gay Pride, LGBT Pride, should I say, because it's not gay Pride. That's a misconception. In the UK, the law on that is very, very, very strict now. Not that most people keep to it seems, but if you get, for those of you that might not know that are around the world, some of these rules do apply to Americans and that, but many don't follow it.
Yep.
If you and boy, it's not even YouTubers and social influencers. It is celebrities. Celebrities are the absolute worst for not following the law in advertising.
Absolutely.
And you know, you get sent something. So say I get sent. What have I got here?
That bin bag.
this weapon. No, this sellotape. So I get sent that, and so this is basically how it works. Because you were saying to me before about like just the process. How does it work? This free stuff and everything. So a company would reach out to you via email and say, "We love your channel. We love you." Blah blah blah. They might not say that, but let's hope they do.
Yep.
And they say, "We've got this new thing coming out. We'd love to send you one." Great. The thing comes. I love it. I post about it and thank the brand and tag it Ad Gifted. Now, Ad Gifted is a British thing at the moment, but, you know, some people were doing it in America or whatever. But gifted or thank you for the gift or whatever is enough, I think, in America. I'm not really sure about your laws. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, if the email says, "We love your stuff, we want to send you a thing, and we'd love for you to post on social media." Things change.
Yeah,
now I
it's
get the thing.
Then.
Now the expectation means it isn't actually ad gifted. It becomes an ad because it's almost like a transaction. It's not just a, you know, this
I
is...
see, in exchange for the promotion.
Yeah,
it's
for the promotion.
Okay.
Because they're basically saying you're getting this gift to promote it. They're not saying you're getting this gift, post or don't post. Now Disney... I doubt they would mind me saying this, but they are very, very good about just like post if you want, post if you don't, no expectation. We know you're a Disney fan. This thing's come out, but there are brands that are like, we're going to need this post, and you're like, that's going to have to cost coins because you're basically like getting me to tell people about your brand. And unless I'm loving the product or unless like, I'm not going to do that. Like, I wouldn't lie to my people because, as we said before, I've been doing this since 2006. They've been with me, many of the people that follow me, for years. And I would never disrespect them and just say, get this, just because I've been sent it. Like, do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
But yeah, the whole ad thing is... The whole ad thing, ad gifted, ad... And then you put ad if you are paid in product or if you are paid. And then, like, there's in partnership on Instagram and all that. But... And then there's more rules in the UK where you should really label the beginning of the post with ad. Like, but you see people tucking it like underneath in the UK and hiding it in the hashtags. And
the UK are very like anal about the whole ad thing. Like if you have a video that's an ad, you've got to have hashtag ad in the title. The US is much more lenient like that. Like hashtag gifted isn't even a thing, but I often will put it anyway sometimes. Just I'm like, well, maybe I just...
Yeah, I suppose also because you do have the British accent and that, there might be some people that do think you are in the UK, but it is based on region. Some regions, some areas are very even stricter than the UK. Like, there are some people that interpret the rules as even if you're not being asked to promote it or post, if you get something for free, it's been sent with you with the expectation that you're going to, so it's ad. Whereas... I don't know. I don't agree with that. Like,
no,
I feel
that's
like,
too much.
Yeah, that is too much because then you're just literally ad all over the shop, and like it makes people feel a bit like you're getting paid to talk about a free pen, like or a free, like, and they just look at you like give the ad gifted or like declaring. I think it's just about transparency and being honest and responsible.
So you're not fobbing people off.
Well, that's it. Just don't lie to people. Like, I don't like the lying and the messing around. Like, just be open and truthful and say, I was sent this. I like it. You can get it here. Like, ad gifted, fine. But if you get it and you're like, I love this. I don't love this. I'm getting coins for it. Like, I'm not here for that. I'm just not here for it.
I was, a couple, 3 years ago, approached by a certain art school who asked me to promote them, and I was like super excited about it at first. I was like, wow, you know, they offered me a lot of money, like double what I get now for sponsorships, like now years later. And I was like, oh, I could really use that. That'd be amazing for my future. I did some research on
thing.
the school. They have a really bad name because they give out like diplomas that aren't like accredited anywhere. People can't get jobs with them. And then I mentioned it to my friends. They're like, oh yeah, that's got a really bad reputation. So as much as it hurt, because it was it was a lot of money, I was like, I can't in good conscience advertise something to my audience. And like even now, and years ago, I'd be contacted by art brands that like, oh, you want, like, we're a small business, we just started out, this is a new product we've brought out, can we send it to you, we'll give you, you know, X amount of money. And it's like obviously a very small fraction of usual sponsorship stuff, because they're a small, you know, small company, in which case I'm normally just like, send me the product, don't pay me for it. I said, I'll, you know, if I like it, I'll show it in a video, versus being like, oh, this is an ad video, because if I can help it, I try not to do more than one. Sometimes I end up having to do 2 sponsored videos a month, but I like to only talk about stuff that I truly believe in and truly like a lot. I would rather have something, try it and like it, and then show it and heavily promote it then, because I feel like it's worth
also
more to people.
Yeah,
it's worth more
there's
to
a
people,
comfort thing.
Like,
there's a comfort thing with you as the artist and as the creator as well.
Yeah.
I found that this last couple of weeks have been difficult for me because I did the charity print and then my EP came out, and it wasn't supposed to be that way. There was supposed to be a gap, but it just so happened that there was a delay of one or whatever. And so I was constantly like, my print's out, and because it wasn't like flying off the shelves like normal, I'm internally falling apart. Like, people don't love me anymore. What I do now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And so I had to like keep flogging it, and then I felt like, why am I flogging it? If people don't want it, they don't want it. If they don't want to support the charity, they don't want to support the charity. If they don't want to support me, blah blah blah. So anyway, it's a meltdown. Anyway, get back to my EP coming out, and again, I'm promoting that, and I'm sharing that everywhere and stuff, and I'm just like, and I
get a
did
sense
a video.
of guilt.
Yes, and I did a video the other day.
Promoting.
Yeah, I'm doing too much.
Yeah.
Would I like all these? And do you know, I did a video the other day on Instagram, and I put it on Twitter as well, saying, I get it, girls. This is a lot. There's a load of gear. No one said anything to me.
Yeah.
But it's that overthinking, and like, and a few friends have sort of said to me, no, this is something you're really proud of.
Yeah.
This is something you're really proud of. This is something you're never just casually just flogging stuff for the sake of it. It's something you believe in. It's, you know, the last time I released a music EP was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I haven't really been singing much because of the anxiety and everything else, but I decided to do this because my dream was to release a Christmas record, like to do a Christmas EP.
It's
and my
so
friend Dave,
good. It's so
thank
good.
you.
It went
I'm glad you like it.
Was it the top 5 in the UK of the Christmas albums?
Yeah, on the Christmas chart on iTunes, in the iTunes. I don't know why I said it like that. That was weird. I don't. Yeah. You know, take these charts with a pinch of salt. It's you know, it's the Christmas chart within iTunes on the UK. At 12 o'clock on one day.
Hey, that's still an accomplishment. For anyone,
it is,
I'm going to remind you, because I'm going to talk about it right at the start of the intro, but Gary released an amazing Christmas album. It's called Acoustic Christmas. It's on iTunes, Spotify, Google Music, whatever it's called, everything.
Yeah, it's on. Let me see if I can remember them, because I'm supposed to remember them, and I usually just like copy and paste it because I don't remember them. It is. Okay, it's because loads of the big names now have like a streaming thing and a buying thing. Like, it's all the music industry, just like YouTube now. It's all changing, girl. It's all changed.
Yeah.
And I remember the days queuing up outside Woolworths to get my favourite person's album. Oh, I don't love Woolworths. I worked there for 5 years.
Oh, never mind then.
Scarred for life. But every time it trends as well, people are reminiscing about the pick and mix. I know exactly what was in that pick and mix. Dirty children's hands, licking their things.
Yeah, I don't do anything like that anymore. I'm germaphobe.
No. Well, even more so this year. Like, you can't touch nothing.
No.
But yeah, so I remember like the excitement of my favourite artists and everything, and it is still exciting. Like when there's like a midnight release, like I see all the messages about Taylor Swift releasing a surprise new album and single and everything, and I see all that on my timeline, and I'm like, it still exists, but it's different. It's different. So as somebody who is a singer-songwriter, I released this covers EP of acoustic Christmas songs with my friend Dave Giles. He produced it. And every song on there is something that I grew up listening to, that I loved. And there was an initial 10 songs, and it went down to 6. because there just wasn't the time, because I just suddenly decided at the end of October, I'm doing a Christmas EP. And obviously by then, like Michael Bublé, Mariah, people like that, they record their Christmas specials, Christmas videos and everything in like July. So because everything needs to be done, all the press needs to be done, all the different promotional sort of things. Here's me.
End of October.
Recorded in November, mixed and mastered in November, released the 1st of December. Hello, girls.
You did great. It's a beautiful album. My mum put it on a couple of times from the Google Home in the house.
Oh,
so good.
Your Google Home recognises you. Mine doesn't even acknowledge me.
Mm-hmm. Yep, we said Acoustic Christmas by Gary C. Came up, started playing. I'll
Mine
do it for you later, and
me.
I'll send it to you later.
Mine doesn't acknowledge me. The Amazon one, I won't say the name in case some of you, it'll activate some of yours, but the
Alexa.
Lady A. Oh no. Oh no. The Lady A, as I refer to her in my house, she does acknowledge the single Santa Claus is Coming to Town, the one I made the music video for. Mm-hmm. So but she doesn't seem to care about the rest of the EP, which is concerning. But yeah, you've listened to it. What's your favourite song?
Oh gosh, there's a couple in particular.
Well, you've got me here. You don't need to look it up. I can reel them off.
I need to be a good friend and know all the names, and I don't. Wait, it's not loading. Wait.
Oh, Holy Night.
Oh, I love White Christmas.
White Christmas.
Because I was thinking of Santa Claus is Coming to Town and Oh Holy Night, but I was like,
oh, I love that.
One. There was another one that I knew that I loved.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose. Yuletide carols. Whatever the words are.
No, I would harmonise with you, but I can't sing for crap, so... Well, Gary, I don't want to take up too much more of your time, but thank you so much
It's been great
chatting with me. If you want to say all of your social media so that people can go and follow you, obviously it'll be below in the description too.
Yeah, and whilst you're here, thank you so much. You have been such a wonderful friend. And when we went to Summer in the City, the big YouTube event in London, and we were hanging out, and I was sort of walking around with you and everything.
Yeah.
It did make me sad that you don't live here, because I think we'd be a lot closer if you lived here.
Yeah.
I was saying to Adam on the phone, like, she would be one of my best friends if she was here, because we would see each other all the time. But for now, we will stick to our Instagram voice notes.
Absolutely, yeah. You took me under your wing, and I really appreciated it, because obviously everyone was doing their own thing. But yeah, I was kind of like wandering around because I didn't have any of the meet and greets because I felt weird about that stuff. So I was just like, walking around by myself. I was like, I don't really know what to do. I feel really awkward. So I was like walking around.
I know what it's like to be new. Everybody knows what it's like to be new. Everyone's done it. But yeah.
Yeah, you just took me under your wing and spent hours with me, and I really appreciated it a lot.
Oh, bless you. Well, I wish this podcast and you lots more success, because you deserve it. As much as anyone can deserve anything. But yeah, you do work very, very hard.
Thank you.
And you make the rest of us
shams
look more shammy.
Oh, don't be silly. You're amazing. I'm always so amazing.
Shammy Leatherface, shammy career.
Absolutely not. How dare you?
Anyway, you take care, and I'll speak to you soon.
Oh, it was lovely. Thank you everyone for listening.
Bye.
Bye.